I'm gonna give a shout out to my new friend that I just met by way of the internet, the airwaves. I speak in generalities. I speak in specificity. I speak in synchronicities. I make up words. I include my slur because I believe that life is its own music, and we're the only ones that can break rank. A hippo has to be a hippo. And the most they can do is show us, them getting along with the elephants and the other creations on the planet. We have been grouped together as predators. And this is just me talking my talk, um, letting it all out, kind of debriefing from doomsday, from misunderstandings, from labels and castaways and casting calls and, volunteering and saluting and just the whole thing. I'm in my space and I'm out of the corner. I felt backed up into a corner when it came to uh, how to approach and come out and just talk on video after so many years of studying film and being in the background and being okay with, being an assistant. Then came a time where it was like, all hands on deck, everybody up front, everybody's a leader, each one teach one. So I've taught more than one. I've taught myself, I've taught others, but now I'm teaching myself through this to reroute and rehearse old practices. I speak slowly now because, again, it's not easy to leave cliches. Um, and to me, those are like numbing the brain, and you can't expect to have something different if you're speaking the same because you're going to do the same things. So what you say has a lot to do with what's going on here. So back to this new connection, this new network of people that I've spoken to the spearhead. And I use these words because, again, I believe the world has lost their way. They've lost their head. They've lost their mind. Whether you're functioning or not, it might be the person next to you. So I've, quote, got my head on straight, using those cliches. Got my head on straight enough and ready to have conversations and reach out and connect with those that are already living their truth respectfully, who've crossed over into their truth, but that truth, again, is not so unique that we don't have the common ground of respecting one another. So shout out to my friend Isaac. Isaac, welcome back into my world. Welcome back into my world. And it was refreshing to talk to him today because I had forgotten how his style of storytelling really brightens my day. And you really have to be listening to what he's saying to really, get the fullness. Like so you got to get off of autopilot. And that's where I'm at in my life, getting off of autopilot. And I've done these exercises before, um, in other places I've lived, is put a bar up, at entryways that encourages you to duck, to stay alert, nothing that's going to hurt you, but you will remember to not walk blindly through the house. And so the bar might be lowered, it might raise, it might be missing altogether. Those are just different exercises to keep my brain functioning. And I like moving my house around. It doesn't look like a traditional living room. And yet I think about being inside of a human cell and what that might look like. So I use that as my mental template, and I move kind of intuitively, but kind of laid it on to the idea of feng shui, where energy moves. And for me, again, it may seem chaotic to other people, but I don't want to wear somebody else's diagnosis. I know that I'm who I am, and that's enough for me to start with, because I do want to reach out and reach other people and have those experiences. But it will not be at the detriment, the chipping away, any erasure, as it's being called. You've been erased. No, I've been rewritten. Write me back in, because I have that power. And again, I'm talking to me, and I'm talking to you, giving you the idea to do the same, no matter what report. Biblical script says, whose report will you believe? And the answer for me should be, I'm going to believe the report of goodness, the report of healing, the report of wholeness, and write that, whether in the sand or in the air or on paper, in my mind or my heart. That's the word that you hide, so that you do not miss the mark. You do not miss the money, the right way to see love and money out of the abundance of the heart. And not just this heart as in the muscle, but the heart as in the belly. So that, to me, that's the soul of life. I'm not limited to the chakras. I'm not limited to zodiac. I'm not limited to man's way of thinking and being. And I do appreciate those who are out there doing it in their own way, and those that have encouraged me to come and do this. The tarot readers, shout out to you all. The psychics, the mediums, you guys are doing your thing. You ladies are doing your thing. Thank you. So that's me in a crab shell. That's me in a crab shell. And no more promises, just legal tender. This is the place of transferring wealth. This is a place of being comfortable in my own skin, my own aura, and my own worth. My name is Val, and I validate my own messages. And I'm here to validate yours, to prove to you that you can live past half a century plus some, and still have your wit about you, still have your bounce back about you, still have the desire to live and settle down if you want to settle down, dance and move all over the country if you want to do that. Just the idea that life did not end when that thing happened, whatever that thing was for you. That seems to be the prerequisite to come with a plot, to come with a shortcoming. Somebody to betray you before you knew the word, before you had control. So we all have that limp. We all have that storyline given to us. What you do with it, I would like for you to share it on your channel. I'd like for you to tag me in it. And let's see what we can do together. Let's imagine great things. Let's focus on autonomy. Let's focus on freedom. Let's focus on dance and expression and fluidity and mobility and health and life and strength and prosperity. And yes, money, cash money, deposits, and the whole nine. With that being said, my name is Val. Thank you. Thank you, St. Louis. Thank you, Georgia. Thank you, Florida. Thank you, world. Thank you, God. Thank you, universe. Thank you, one and all. And I will talk to you again very, very soon. Bye-bye.